The Commonwealth. Are you a member of the Commonwealth? Do you know what the Commonwealth is? Is it still relevant? Why do leaders meet every 2 years to sit down, discuss global issues? Today, we are quite honored to have our guest here, Mr. Joel Kibazo, who is the Director of Communications and Public Affairs Division here at the Commonwealth Secretariat. Welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Could you please tell us a little bit about the Commonwealth?
The Commonwealth as a body has been around for a long, long time, stretching back to the colonial times. We came out of the colonial era, and the Commonwealth is a body of 53 countries that are together in this international grouping as free agents and people and countries that actually want to belong to an association. The Commonwealth, when it first started, came out very much from the colonial era, and those countries that had been colonies or protectorates of the United Kingdom decided when they became independent that they actually liked the fact that they could still meet together, that they had common language in terms of English, common legal systems, similar education systems, and they decided that they wanted to meet now as equals of the United Kingdom. And so that is how the Commonwealth the modern Commonwealth came about. We talk about the modern Commonwealth because, of course, there was an era when you had the countries of Australia, New Zealand, Canada, which was what formed with the old Commonwealth. A new one came on board after sort of countries such as India, Sri Lanka came on board. Later, the African countries, the Pacific, the Caribbean, and so you have an association of 53 countries spanning the whole globe, making up nearly 2 billion people, and it's a body that continues to be relevant even today.
Is it true that members of the Commonwealth have to have been former British colonies?
That used to be the case, but it's not so, because if we now look, we have members that are not former British colonies. I point you to two examples. I point you to Cameroon, which had an association with the UK, since part of Cameroon had been ruled by the British, but it was not, as Cameroon as we know it today, ruled by the British. And we also have Mozambique, which is also not a former British colony, and both those countries joined the Commonwealth in 1995. It so happens that the issue of membership will now be looked at again as leaders mandated. Decided that this issue looked at again for their next meeting in Kampala. But yeah, so you don't necessarily need to have been, but that really was the genesis of the body and the association.
What is the position of America now in the Commonwealth?
Now, not every country that had been associated with the United Kingdom is a member of the Commonwealth. So, for instance, the United States isn't. There's quite a lot of countries that are not. The Commonwealth, you came to join the Commonwealth as a free member, and you made that choice to become a part of this body. The United States is not. Republic of Ireland is not. There are quite a number of other countries that had an association with the United Kingdom that are not members of the Commonwealth. So, from Egypt, to Sudan, to Somalia, to create. So I'm not saying that everybody that had been in some way associated with the UK or had been a colony or protectorate or had that kind of historical link joined the Commonwealth. No.